First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Hey, smash Bronco.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And that's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go again with Gibbs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Here we go, Jack. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll run it here. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And he can't do it all on one throw.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Lions in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 11. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the gun, Dart. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing his Dart. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mustang 19. Get it. 7-5.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
On the go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Runner. 18 caught. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Panther 11.
They're going to look to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Warrior 70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, plan to go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Lions.
2nd and 6. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? The one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Dart going to look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing his dart. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80, 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7.
Get up. Hey, smash Bronco. 70 Timberwolves. Check, Bobcat, check, go.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Buffalo 18.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10.
Check, smash, check, smash.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 6. They'll set up to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it's second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Tracy going to get it on first down.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now 2nd and 3. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's careful.